The threefold protection mechanism has been put in place for the security of the family members of the Dalit victim who died after being assaulted and allegedly gang raped by 4 upper caste men in Hathras, the UP government informed the Supreme Court on Wednesday, stating that it is committed to provide complete security to the victim's family and witnesses. The state government urged the Apex Court to direct the CBI to submit fortnightly status reports to the state government. Umar Abdullah tweeted today that he and his father Farooq Abdullah called on Mehbooba Mufti after her release from detention to inquire about her well-being. He said Mufti has accepted NC's invitation to join a meeting of the Gupkar Declaration signatories tomorrow afternoon. Mehbooba Mufti was released last night after nearly 14 months of detention following the abrogation of Article 370 in Kashmir. Authorities of the National Register of Citizens in Assam have ordered the deletion of ineligible names from the prepared register, a step coming off the heels of the state government's persistent stand that a 10 to 20% re-verification of all included names is necessary in order to get a correct register. Record heavy rains lashed Hyderabad under the influence of a deep depression in the Bay of Bengal that weakened into a depression as it entered Telangana after covering Andhra Pradesh on Tuesday. As it moved across the state further towards Maharashtra and Karnataka, very heavy to heavy rainfall was recorded in all the districts in its pathway. 15 people have died in Hyderabad in rain-related incidents. These include 8 in Bandlaguda, 3 in Gagan Pahar, 2 in Ibrahimpatnam, and bodies of 2 out of 9 persons washed away in Melar Devpalli have also been recovered. The Indian Express reports that a mob of alleged Hindutva supporters reportedly barged into a Tanishq showroom in Gandhidham town of Kutch, abused its staff and pasted a poster on its door which stated that Tanishq was apologizing to Samagra Kutch Jilla Hindu Samaj for its advertisement. The Tanishq showroom staff said they have not reported the incident to police. However, police later arrived at the store and confirmed the showroom received threat calls. The Maharashtra government on Wednesday decided to allow metro trains in Mumbai to operate from Thursday in a phased manner under its mission Begin Again. The state government has also allowed all state-run and private libraries to reopen from tomorrow. It is mandatory to follow all COVID-19 related guidelines issued by the government. Farmers' organizations from Punjab on Wednesday boycotted a meeting called by the Union Agriculture Ministry to resolve their concerns over new farm laws and accused the government of playing double standards with no minister present to hear them out. Representatives from 29 farmers' organizations, including Joginder Singh-led Bharati Kisan Union, were miffed at the absence of Agriculture Minister Narendra Singh Tomar and Minister of State for Agriculture in the meeting. Veteran socialist leader Sharad Yadav's daughter Subhashini Yadav today joined the Congress and sources said she could be fielded as the party's candidate from the Bihariganj seat in Madhepura district. Yadav, who had floated his own party, the Loktantrik Janata Dal, after parting ways with the JDU in 2017, is unwell and is in the hospital. Subhashini's decision to join the Congress is interesting given the fact that Yadav, for most of his political career, had fought the Congress.